in a new season. And in traditional Chinese medicine, seasons are associated with various elements and various organs and energy centers within the body. And so for the summer, it's associated with the fire element and fire, and that kind of follows in the spring. Some of you might recall we talked a little bit about spring representing the wood element, and the vision there was a tree beginning to wake up from its winter slumber, and kind of roots beginning to grow down into the earth and gather up earth energy, and then branches and leaves coming out, kind of reaching up to the sky and the universe, and funneling that energy up in a period of growth. And if spring represents growth, then summer kind of represents a period of maturation, of kind of maturing. And this fire element is about maturation and about a period of maximum energy. And it's associated with the heart center. Okay, and so we're going to be conscious of our heart center, our heart, and conscious of kind of bringing good energy to support its function, to send blood energy throughout all parts of the body. And so do a number of movements and exercises today involved with the fire element and the heart center. So with that, let's move into our regular warm-up routine. We'll do just a real quick warm-up, kind of roll our shoulders. We're just gonna start to wake up our body and tell it that we're gonna be doing some exercises here. We can roll them back, gently get through some cricks and cracks and snaps and crackles. We can swing side to side a little bit. Just wake up the sides, shoulders and the arms, elbows and wrists. We can tilt from side to side, get a little more of a stretch on the side, a little more of a stretch in the neck. We can do some bends, get a little more stretch in the lower back. And when we come up, just kind of think about stacking those vertebrae, making a good kind of S curve coming up. We'll do that again. And maybe one more time. We can wake up our head and neck. We can look side to side. Gently get a little stretch in the neck muscles. We can look up and down. We can bend our ear to our shoulder, side to side. Different stretch in the neck. Yeah, we can raise a foot, rotate the ankle, rotate the wrists. We can switch feet, rotate the wrists the other way, rotate the other ankle. And again, in general, do what feels comfortable. This is a number of these movements are challenging our balance. If you're not feeling up to it, it's okay to modify the movement or hold on to something. That's perfectly all right. We don't want to be injuring ourselves in any way. Okay. Let's begin to open up our spine. We're just going to raise our hands up, bend at the elbows, and gently rotate about our hip toward this. Just gently widen the spine. belly breaths. And clear your mind. Try to get into the moment. Begin to focus on some of these areas that we're working with. Getting some rotation in our vertebrae. Making a little more space in our backs. Allow that energy to flow up and down our spine. Breathing in good, positive energy. And exhaling anything we no longer need. You can raise your trailing heel if you're not doing so already. Maybe get a little extra rotation. You can glance over your shoulder. Maybe get a little extra stretch in your neck. Breathing in. And we can lower our hands to hip level and gently allow this movement to kind of start at our lower abdomen, our dantian. We'll talk about that in a minute. And emanate out from our core, through our hips and our torso, up to our shoulders, and out through our arms, finishing with our hands and our fingertips being the last thing brought along by that movement from our core. The vision here is standing in a body of nice warm water, your fingertips gently passing over the surface of that pond or lake or ocean. I actually managed to do a little more than a dip this week. I actually swam a little bit in the ocean. It wasn't too bad.
Must have been tide coming.
It was tide coming. And we can anchor our feet now, fix our feet on the ground, have a little more of an active motion from your hips and from your core here. Allow your arms to swing like pendulums and gently enliven the lower abdomen and the lower back. Allow our hands to tap here, waking up our internal organs, breathing in good energy to our organs. Breathing deeply, clearing the mind. Bringing in good, positive chi up from the earth, through the balls of our feet, up through our bodies. Imagine bringing that good, positive energy to wherever it's needed. Bring that lead hand up to the chest and enliven up the torso, the upper chest, lungs, heart center. Breathing good, positive chi into those areas. Bring that lead hand a little higher up to the neck and shoulder. Enlivening the joints and bones, and muscles and tendons and ligaments up there in the neck and shoulder. can come down, back down to the chest. Back down to the lower abdomen. And just unwind. Come back into our Wu-Ji stance, where we want our feet, shoulder width apart, firmly connected with the earth. Slight bend in the knees. Your pelvis tucked forward so you've got a straight back. A little space under your arms. Palms about the lower level of your waist. Head upright. And just breathe deeply. And take inventory of your body. How does it feel? We'll continue to stimulate our body. We'll wake the dantian, do some padding on our lower abdomen. Enliven that area of the dantian, which is a space a couple inches below the navel and in the center of your body. It's an area where in traditional Chinese medicine or TCM, a place where qi, energy, is stored and cultivated and held. Come around, wrap on your back. You can either pat or wrap with your knuckles. Just enliven the lower back, the liver and the kidneys. Stimulate these areas. We come around and tap on our hips, front of our hips, to the sides. Here again, you can hands and palms open, or you can punch with your fists. Whatever feels good. Come down behind the legs, back behind the knees, tap behind our knees. Come around, tap in front of the knees, kind of just below the knees. 3 Mile point. Enliven the legs, come down the insides of the legs, tapping around the feet, the outsides of the legs. We'll do that 3 times. Enlivening the yin side of the legs, the inside of the legs, and the yang side of the legs, the outside of the legs. Come up and work on our arms. We'll work on elbows. Wonderful joints. I don't know how pitchers do it. I watch baseball. They're amazing. I wonder they have to go through shoulder and elbow surgery, the things that they do. Just the physics. But elbows can be a problematic area. And in any of these exercises, we can go up and work on the shoulder on that side too. Just kind of tap and enliven and notice if any areas are kinky or need more work. You can spend more time sending energy to those areas. Now we're going to work on our side, kind of tap down our side and up our side, then down the inside of the arm and up the outside of the arm. We're going to repeat that pattern 3 times. Enlivening the yin side and the yang side of the arms. On the other side, work on that elbow. And sending good energy there, remembering to breathe. Work on that shoulder. That side, then up the side, the inside of the arm, and the outside of the arm 3 times. We can tap on our chest, tap on our chest, livening the lungs, heart center. You take a deep in breath, and hold it, tap a little harder, and then exhale. Do that one more time. Deep in breath, hold it, and exhale. And shake that out. Okay, we'll move into some tapping with our fingertips. Actually, before we do that, let's work on our wonderful hands a little bit. Let's massage kind of the webbing between our fingers. Let's pick on one hand, use your thumb and forefinger from the other hand, and just massage that area a little bit all around. And it might not need it, or you might find, then we can move to the next fingers between the index and the middle finger. You may find that that everything feels great. You can just work your way down that hand. Or you may find one set of this webbing where it hurts or feels stuck. You've got some stuck energy and some stuck chi there. We're just going to try and work that out, massage that out. You can go work on the other hand. Kind of like the elbows and the shoulders. The hands are amazing things, what we do with those. You should be grateful and thankful for these amazing things. Take good care of them. Okay. Now we'll just take our fingertips. We're going to tap at the base of the neck with the jade pillow. Just use those fingertips to stimulate your neck. Send good energy there. We'll come around to the ears, above the ears, below the ears. Maybe we'll massage the ears a little bit. Send some good positive energy there. We'll continue tapping along our lower jaw, underneath the lips, corner of the mouth, above the lips, cheekbones, corners of the eyes, eyebrows, forehead. Tap up to the top of the head, sending good, positive energy into your head and your brain. Breathing. And now consider our immune system. We're going to work with a couple of points a little bit below our wrists, 2 or 3 inches below the wrist on each side. We're just going to take one hand on the other, the inside of one and the outside of the other. Just wrap that together a number of times and focus on sending good, positive energy into our immune systems. I think yesterday's rain cleared out a little of the pollen that's been in the air in recent weeks. Switch sides. You could shake that out. Okay. Oh, let's bring in a little more chi and energy, and we'll do that with pump. We're just gonna kind of bring our arms up to our shoulder level, up front, and let them swing back. We'll just start out gently at first. Breathing deeply. Then we can kind of raise and lower our weight a little bit, maybe rock up onto our toes, tips of our toes, and back onto our heels. And be careful of our balance. Breathing in good, positive. And you could imagine bringing that chi into our body and storing it in the dantian. Ball of golden or white light. Maybe it's getting bigger the more we pump here. So shake that up. Go into we're going to take a wider stance. Horse stance. All right, we back? I think we're back. Okay, good. Technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Horse stance. Take a wider stance. We're going to sink our weight a little bit. You get a stretch in the legs, a little more energetic in the legs. We're going to begin with our palms out, forming we'll face our palms out, pressing away from the body. We want to bring our arms up, our palms facing up above our heads, pointing up to the sky, the universe all around us. Gathering energy from the sky. We want to place our palms facing down. We can envision raining that energy that we've gathered from the sky down through the crown of our head, through our spine, down through our body, our legs, and out through our feet, sweeping away any negative energy or any stuck energy or any energy we no longer need. We can lower our arms, stand up out of the position and walk our feet back in and keep lowering our hands, just settling that energy. We'll inhale again and raise our arms up. On an inhale, exhale, bringing our hands down the center, smoothing out all that energy we've just been working with, sending it where it needs to go. Settling and smoothing. Good. Now we will we'll move into some of these heart or fire exercises that are affiliated with the summer season. And see if I can remember any, but bear with me. We'll give it a try. Let's try this again. Oh, all right. Okay. First one is called parting the clouds, and you can actually we're going to just have a regular stance. We're going to begin inhaling, bringing our palms facing down, arms out to a T. We're going to sweep those hands forward and rotate the hands and push out and around and down. Actually, we're going to be palms up. So we're going to bring the palms up, sweep the hands in toward our heart center, kind of interlacing these fingers a little bit. Turn the palms over, push out and part the clouds. Down. So palms come up, sweep the hands in toward the heart, interlacing the fingers a little bit, rotate the palms out, push the arms back out and around, parting the clouds. Inhale, I think it's exhaling up, inhaling into the heart, exhaling, pushing out and around and down. Inhaling, coming down. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Envision bringing energy into the heart center and then parting the clouds as the hands sweep out around and down. We'll do one more. At the end of each of these movements, we're going to do a clearing, kind of what we did to finish up our horse stance. We're just going to stand in our Wuji stance posture and inhale, swing the arms out and up, and exhale, come down the center, just smoothing out that good heart energy. Yeah. And I should give credit here where credit is due, but I'm following the lead of a Qigong instructor, Mimi Quo-Deemer. Some of you might have seen her. She's got plenty of stuff on YouTube, and she's got a couple of books. One where I draw a lot of this from is called Qigong and the Tai Chi Axis. Qigong and Tai Chi are closely related, and a lot of the movements are quite similar. So thank you, Mimi. Next one is called separating clouds, also referred to as cross hands. And what we're going to do is sink the weight and kind of cross our hands down here as if we're grasping a tree. And as we come up, we're going to raise our crossed hands up, and we're going to open them up like we're taking off a t-shirt, okay? And swing and bring the hands back down. And that's going to be it. We're just going to inhale down, exhale, up and out and around. You can imagine that we're kind of coming up, hugging a tree, and separating some clouds when we emerge from the crown of the tree. You can have a nice long inhale on the way up, and an exhale coming to out and around and down. This exercise is good for the shoulders and back. Somewhat engaged in the legs. You can, squat as little or as much as you like, as much as your balance and strength feel comfortable with. We'll do one last one. And we'll finish with a clearing. Good. This next practice is called the 5-element fire practice. Okay. So we'll begin with in our Muji stance, feet shoulder width apart, and we'll kind of exhale and bring the feet together, and we'll inhale, and we're going to step off to one side. I'm stepping off to my left. We're going to bring our fingertips together, raise them up above our head. And up here, we're going to roll our hands down, bring the backs of our hands together, and come down our center line. Okay. We're going to swing our arms out, kind of like a parasol. Not necessarily a T, but maybe a little lower than a T. And then we're going to lower the parasol, step back into center. And we're just going to repeat that on the other side. Going to inhale, stepping up, bring the fingertips together, Swing the arms up above our head. Roll the hands down, backs of the hands together down the center line. Swing the arms out in a parasol and come back to center. So inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, fingertips together up over the head. Exhale, then down to center line. Inhale, parasol. Exhale, back to center. Do one more cycle, one more on each side. Good. Out. I like this one because it's the easiest one of the new ones. This is
Oh, good
You
one.
stand there.
pretty much. Pretty much. What we're going to do, this is called hands to heart. So what we're going to do is bring our hands out, fingertips pointing out. We're just going to swing the hands, rotate the hands back in and over your heart. We're going to stay in this position. We're going to lower our chin. Take a couple of deep breaths in this position, sending good healing energy and thought and focus into the heart center. And then we're going to raise our head up and lower our hands back down to our sides. I'm just going to repeat that 2 more times. Arms up. Gather good energy into the heart center. Lower our chin. Take a couple of deep breaths in this position. Being grateful for our heart, sending good energy to the heart center. Being thankful for all the work it does for us. Head up, hands down. One last time. Finish this exercise with another clearing. Just breathing in deeply, exhaling. down the center line, clearing away anything we no longer need, settling good positive chi we're working with, good positive energy. Shake that out. And here's finally one that we've done before. This is nodding the head and a dog wagging its tail to calm heart fire. Okay, the heart does wonderful things for us. It brings blood and energy throughout all our body, but it can also get overheated. I mean, we can have too much focus on love or an overbearingness to heart energy, and this exercise is designed to calm that overbearingness or that excess heart energy. So we're just going to take a wider stance, kind of hands on our hips. Take a wider stance like a horse stance. We're going to rotate off to one side and kind of bend at the waist over that knee and rotate that upper torso around so it's off the other knee. And then we're going to come up on that opposite side. We're just going to bend back down on that side, swing back over to the original side, heart and head up. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale up, exhale down and over, inhale over and up. You can take a pace and a range of motion for this that's comfortable for you. And try to get in a rhythm where you match your breath and emotion, whatever speed feels comfortable for you. Breathing in good energy, calming any heart fire. And wherever you're at, do one more cycle, one more bend, rotation on each side. And come back to center. Walk the feet in, come back up. And pause for a minute. Just check in with your body. Notice how your body feels. Any areas that need attention, any areas that are hot or sore, just notice. Just be in the moment. Good. Okay. A couple of more exercises that are affiliated with the heart center involve the crane. And this one, we've done a version of the flying crane before. This one might be a little different. We're going to be using a position with our hands. We're going to be making a crane's beak. We're just going to bring our fingertips to touch our thumb with the hand pointed down like a crane's beak. So we'll be using that. We're going to start from our Wuji posture. We're going to bring our feet together, and we're going to keep our heels together and have our feet out at I guess making a 90-degree angle, 45 degrees pointing out for each foot. And we're going to simultaneously raise our hands, forming that crane's beak. Just bring that crane's beak up. And then we're going to rotate our hands up, kind of forming a crane's wings. And just flap those wings back down as we stand up out of that stance. We're just going to repeat, forming a crane's beak, sinking the weight. Is this called a plie?
Well,
Sarah,
is
this
more like
sort of like a plie?
it's more, yeah, it's like a plie.
Okay, I thought of plie when I first started practicing this. And so we're just going to fly like a crane here. And a crane in some cultures is often affiliated, well, it's in some species, maybe all crane species, but I know in some crane species they mate for life. And so it's about love and the heart, and you can envision yeah, mating for life and finding the right life partner. You can inhale on the wings up and exhale on the wings down. Imagine the crane flying gracefully through the beautiful sky. We'll do a couple more of these. For me, this is a challenging one for balance. I don't know, my feet feel funny. Come back to center. So let's do this. Let's finish this one with another clearing. I want to double check on this last one, which has a very interesting name. It's called "The Red-Headed Crane Delights in Seeing Its Mate." And it's you've done it before. She's done it before. So
That's your interpretation of
let
it.
me double check.
You don't need to, you just do it a language.
My feet are
You're grounded. That's an interesting word. You're grounded, or you're grounded.
all about the
Okay.
delivery.
So we're gonna start in the Wuji position. We're gonna bring our feet into that same position we started with last time. Heels together, feet pointed out at angles. And we're going to step off to our right. We're going to sink the weight and lower our hands down, kind of crossing our hands up. And we're going to bring our arms up over our head. And as we hold the arms out, we're going to lift up with this left leg, all our weight on the right side. And this is hard, so you know, do what you can. If you have to step down. As we lower the hands, we're just going to lower that weight back down and step into the middle. So we're going to step off to the other side, sink the weight, curl the arms up, then raise the right hand, sweep the wings down, and lower the wings. together. Step, arms up, delighting in seeing our mate. One more on each side. Last one. And back to center. Shake that out. I suppose that movement is particularly appropriate for having a smile in our mind. We're delighted in seeing our mate. So, how are we doing for time? Somebody have a watch?
5 up.
5-0? Okay. Let's do a couple flow. Oh no, let's do cloud hands. So let's finish up here with cloud hands. We're going to take a slightly wider than hip stance, maybe 1.5 hip widths. And with cloud hands, we're going to sweep one hand over to one side, shifting the weight over to that side, up about head height. We're just going to bring that hand across our front and follow it with the gaze with our eyes and reverse the hands. We're going to put one hand down, one hand up, and come across to the other side, shifting the weight. And just try to get into a rhythm and a natural breathing rhythm that you're comfortable with. Just breathing deeply, remembering throughout our day and throughout the week to take some time to calm our minds, be in the present. Just stop the wheel from racing too quickly. And we can control this. We can control this with our thought, with our breathing, and just taking the time to settle. Pay attention to the earth below us, nature all around us, sky and the universe above us. Being grateful for the gifts we have, we could share with our family and neighbors, and friends and others. And being thankful for all the positive interactions and any interactions we have with others. Breathing in good positive energy. Exhaling anything we no longer need. We could do one more on each side. And come back to center. You can finish with centering before we stand in bamboo in the wind. So we're going to take one hand, palm face up, about the level of the dantian. We're going to circle the other hand out, around, and up, and come down the center line. Just smoothing the chi from right to left, from top to bottom. Just sending it where it needs to go in our bodies. Allowing our mind to focus on areas it needs to focus on. Sending good healing energy to any parts of our body that need it. Breathing deeply, relaxing. Remembering to smile. And do one more on each side. You can bring your feet together and place the hands over the dantian, right hand over left, representing male or yang energy, left hand over right, representing yin energy or female energy. Whatever you feel needs to be worked on. Close our eyes. Just allow the body to rock and sway, standing in bamboo in the wind.
We are
Appreciating
bamboo in the wind.
bamboo's resilience, its strength, its ability to move with the wind and come back to center, just like our own wonderful bodies can do. Well, enjoy this beautiful day.